So we're going to look at basically your hell loop and see what it is that's going through your mind, your thoughts and feelings, and then what is created by their thoughts and their feelings, okay, and then how that manifests throughout your week. So what we are going to be looking at is the 14th until the 21st of July, okay, but let's see for Aries. I've just got back from the hospital, Aries, so I'm in a rush. Let's see. Hearing rat pack or something like that, rat or rat pack, or you've got rats, but like, I feel another rush coming on. Unless you're just in a rush, Aries. Let's see, rush hour. I keep hearing rush hour, unless it's something to do with someone from China, like the film Rush Hour, or unless you're just always seem to be sitting in traffic constantly, or you're dealing with a Cancerian. Like, man, we all seem to be in traffic, right? In rush hour, or Russia, from someone from Russia, or Rashad, or Rachel, or Ray. Anyway, Ray. Aries, show me what is in Aries partner's thoughts and feelings. Show me Aries partner's thoughts and feelings from the 14th until the 21st of... Okay, Five of Cups. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Something maybe to do with around Sagittarius or Taurus. You'll have to see the numerology video if you haven't seen it and you just found the channel, that's probably why, but you'll have to watch that. Can't go over that every time. But calling out numerology. So when I call out Aries, you can also watch Scorpio. Doesn't matter, because if I call out Aries, it will still call out the number of the card. So you'll have to look at the numerology video, but this could be a Sagittarius, okay? It's feeling down about something, okay? Or they have that Sagittarius in their chart, or Taurus in their chart, anybody within your soul groups as well. Okay, but a feeling at like exhausted, drained, and oh dear, now what can I do? Okay, what can I do? I'm hearing, what can I do to make it up to you? What can I do instead of voodoo to make it up to you? Is what I'm hearing. Okay, so if voodoo doesn't work, then what is it that I can do? I'm also hearing a futon as well, like someone's probably eating a lot of chocolate, because I can see a fondue, or someone's fondling them. Someone's probably fondling themselves. But like, let's get the fondle out and let's like put marshmallows in chocolate, or someone's just like eating loads of chocolate. This might not be you, it could be a person that's with you but not with you kind of energy. Like, okay, let's just get the fondue out, let's get the Rocky Road out, okay? Or the name Rhodes from Rhodes Island, or Rhodes Keyboard or something, but Rhodes. Okay, well there you go. See, y'all got yourself, so definitely Sagittarius Taurus. This is a Taurus, but it's Sagittarius Taurus. So this person, if you are in breakup, if you've had an argument, because you can either be together or apart, but the energy is that if you've had an argument, this person is thinking and feeling constantly going over the relationship. So if you broke up, this person, all they can do is think, well, like, about you. They just constantly think about you all of the time, like day in and day out, day in and day out. Think, I've been thinking about you. So the good thing about why I do these readings is because your feelings and your thoughts manifest into an action, right? So here it seems as if like this is missing in action, like I have got like Jackson or Jackie, but like I'm missing in action. I'm missing my child, I'm missing my, you know, have I missed the point? They say, well, what's the point of all of this? I don't know how I can carry on, I just seem to have missed the point. Altogether, I can't seem to pinpoint what it is, the fact that I've missed it, right? So, you know, your person is kind of thinking and feeling that they miss you and they miss being in a relationship, but what they are kind of feeling is if now they feel as if they've probably misused you, okay, that misused you in certain ways. So it means that I've used you. I'm hearing Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, but I'm also hearing someone that's Jewish, okay? But I definitely keep hearing this energy of what your partner is thinking and feeling is that basically that they can't seem to cope without you. So it might mean that they can't physically, like, able to do anything, or Cain or Abel, or something to do with Adam and Eve. You might have something to do with around Gemini, maybe. Okay, but, so this end could have Gemini in their chart, or Capricorn. But, yeah, I'm definitely feeling like, well, I misused you and I misjudged the energy, and now I don't know what to do without you. I can't sort of, like, connect with you anymore because of what's happened. I don't seem to be able to reconnect the energy, because now what I do is feel an emotional loss, Okay, so, well, I'm not saying that's funny, but this person is feeling an emotional loss. But this was in Leo reading. So if your partner has any placement of 8, which would mean Leo or Aquarius, and they have that anywhere in their chart, okay, but we're looking at like Sagittarius, Taurus energies, but if they have a Leo placement, the Leo had 5, 5 and 5, okay, which is here, 5 and 5, okay, 2 5s, right? So Johnny 5 is alive, is he though, or is he a liar, is what I'm hearing? John, Alien Juice and Justin Jasmine, but like, well, he's alive, but alive she cried, Jim Morrison, alive she cried. I don't know, okay, some of you could have lost a person, physically lost a person, okay, and they are no longer alive, but now what do I do in order to cope? Because this person, even if you know them in your soul group here, they're struggling financially and emotionally for some. Some are just really struggling and emotional, they're having an emotional breakdown is what I heard. You might not even get it from this person. If this person is a strong Taurian kind of Sagittarian energy, you might not know that this person's struggling. This person would more than likely say, no, it's all right, I'm all right. Yeah, you're all right, brother, you coping all right? Yeah, no, I'm fine, thanks. You're like, okay, like, are you sure you're all right? Yeah, no, I'm gravy, baby, like, everything's good. It isn't. Behind the scenes, this person is kind of like they're peering up as if they're okay, but they're really not. Something is going on, afraid not, something to do around a Pisces. It might be because of a Pisces. Okay, it might be because they got turned down and someone said, no, look, I'm sorry, I'm afraid not, right? If you don't know the way I channel, afraid not is obviously a Pisces because they are strung up, right? So someone's hung up on a person saying, look, I'm afraid not, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to let you down. So I'm also hearing this energy of like, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as if they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. But I tell you what this is as well as what I'm hearing. It's kind of like nobody turns up to a party or no one turns up to something, but one person turns up. And in this dynamic of this group here, of what I'm hearing of this hell loop, is the fact that one person turns up and they're like, oh, fuck. Why does it have to be that person that always turns up? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this person individually, or what I can hear, is kind of like, well, like, it's my party and I can cry if I want to, but like, okay, I'm like, open the door and you're like, only me? And it's like, oh, fucking hell. Do you know, like, I don't know who's going through that, but it feels individually, this could be a Sagittarius Taurus that's dealing with the same kind of placement, because that's your loop. If anybody hasn't watched the video or saying around your hell loop is going to be to do with what is your polar opposite to your rising. So mine, I have a lot of beef with Tauruses all the time. Not all the time, but like I find it very difficult to connect with a Taurian, okay, an energy in Sagittarius here. Because if you've seen the video, you'll see 7 life path runs from 5, okay, so it avoids 5s. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a life path 7 somewhere, okay, but like you'll probably see within your hell loop that these two people argue all of the time, like constantly, all of the time. Are they always like break up, split up, break up, split up? And if they're not breaking up and splitting up, breaking up and splitting up, they're always arguing. They're always argumentative at the person that's also argumentative, because that's your loop of hell. That's your, like, you know, Sagittarius, Taurus themselves, if they're a Sagittarius, if they meet a Taurus, they'll meet them head on, right? Oh, okay. I don't know if there was a head-on collision in certain aspects here that you may have witnessed, okay, where someone could have lost a person through a head-on collision. But, you know, Sagittarius, Taurus placements, they'll go head on to things, right? So I don't know if there's the head of department is also what I'm hearing. Or like someone talks very dirty, it's like, oh, let's give us some Ed. Or the name Ed, Eddie, Edmonds, Adrian, Edmonds, Adrian, Ed, Edwina, right? But like Eddie, I'm also hearing Eddie, or my Uncle Eddie, or my Auntie Eddie? Has anybody got an Auntie Eddie? Really? So is this a same-sex kind of like, well, I'm hearing that somebody could have had a sex change here for some reason. I don't know what that's for. Somebody that was called Ed or Eddie is now no longer. They're called Auntie Eddie. But Yeah, I'm hearing Adrian Edmondson or Edmonds or something like that, or from Bury St Edmunds or Ed or something like that. I don't know, but somebody seems to be having a problem with that person called Ed. Anyway, here though, what I am picking up, because you're going to get two readings. You're going to get yours, theirs, your mind, their mind, compared to one another, but then a reading each kind of thing, right? And then how that manifests into a problem between, whether it be between you and your love relationship, your mother, your father, your dog, your cat, your hell loop, basically, Aries. But here, if there's a Taurus energy around a Sagittarian energy, they're kind of like going at it a lot. If you witness that and you're like, man, these two seem to always be like shouting and screaming at one another all of the time, they all seem to be arguing. Now, if this is family and a person in this soul group here has gone back to their family, they may have told their family, oh, pick your lip up, bruv. What's the matter with you? And you're like, well, I just split up with my girlfriend, didn't I? Just split up with my boyfriend. Oh, really? Well, what? I told you so, didn't I? And you're like, what do you mean you told me so? So there's this, I told you so kind of energy. I told you it wouldn't work out. I told you that everything would go wrong, didn't I? But who wants to hear all of the things that may go wrong? You know? So it's kind of like, well, I just need to keep you informed that this is wrong and that's wrong. And you're like, oh, Jesus, brother, what are you, a regiment or something? Or Reggie? The name Reg or Regiment or Reginald? Or someone that's very, like, regimented. Like, that's Taurus, though. Sagittarius Taurus. Sorry, but they are. They can be, like, very regimented, right? So I'm also hearing demented or dementia. Some of you might work for, like, dementia. Or there's a senile part here anyway. But like senile dementia and people that work for those kind of things, or this could be your auntie or your uncle or your nan, right? You might get word from, say, your, your auntie. So you might get word from your auntie for a lot of you where there might be signs of dementia there. Okay, just putting that one out is what I heard. But anyway, let's come out of your actual reading. Yeah, because you have to look for soul groups. Don't forget, Aries, I am a soul group reader, okay? So I'm going to look for all of the energies that are around cards. That's why I look for the depth of it. Is because if a reading isn't relating with you, you might see these kind of things that happen like around you because you've got a lot of 5 energies. Normally when people go into the energy of fight or flight or like 5, they end up telling their friends and their partners and their mothers and their fathers, and then their mother or their father gets word and says, you know, oh, where's your boyfriend? And you're like, oh, do you have to mention that? You're like, no, we're not together anymore. And you're like, oh, I told you so, didn't I? And you're like, oh, God. And the other person here, whether this could be a daughter or son, would be looking at this as if to say, well, I told you so. And you're like, oh, brother, I don't want to listen to all of that. You know, why do you have to keep telling me I told you so? Right? So here, how your partner thinks and feels if you've been arguing, if you've physically been arguing and you're split up, they now feel nostalgic. Because what they are doing is creating more of an energy now that feels as if they now need to apologise for the mirror that's been caused. So through all astrology and everything that's happened, this person now feels more nostalgic because what they are thinking about is constantly that they may now have done something that could have caused an effect for them to now be on their own in a group, in a loving relationship, at work, or like anything that isn't working, because this is also, like I said, work. It could be someone that's not got any work, or something that they keep persisting to try and do and it doesn't work, and I keep trying to connect with you, it doesn't work. I keep trying to do this thing all of the time to build up everything, but it doesn't work, because I'm picking up this energy of someone that can be very violent when things don't work, and when they don't work they get frustrated, they get more in their head, and then it's just like, you know, they're in like well, this person individually is in a private hell here, in a private hell, because they're finding it very difficult in order to cope without their partner, okay, and also cope to be able to do things like at work or with work, like doesn't work very well with others, or with their mum, or with their father, or works well with others, but it doesn't work well with a love interest, okay. Something doesn't work also within your interest rates or something, or your insurance. I don't know if you're looking for anything that is medical or pharmaceutical and something not working out in the insurance. Because I'm hearing like I need to cover like some sort of, okay, this person might be having some time off work because of cover. Like, so, I don't know, if anybody in your soul group works like a 12-hour shift or something, or like a different shift, and then someone says right at the wrong moment, says, "You're right, Fanny. Can you cover my shift for me?" You're like, "Yeah, well, I'm trying to stop thinking about my boyfriend, and I'm trying to think about my split up and my breakup. So yeah, go on, I'll take on some extra shifts." It's really what I'm hearing. Is, yeah, go on, I'll take on some extra shifts then, because I need to get this out of my head. I need to stop thinking about this argument. I need to stop thinking about stuff that's going on around my family as well that seems to be driving me nuts. So the only way that I can really persist to carry on is to physically, like, you know, is to concentrate on work, right? But if this person's getting frustrated at work, this is why I've done the hell loop. You see, your hell loop is going to extend out into what path you take here individually when going through argument. Your hell loop will then send you through another door where you'll be like, you know what, I need extra work and I've got extra work, but now I don't fucking want it because all I do is think about you, right? The other partner or the other party. So there's kind of that energy of like, well, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to kind of energy, right? I'm also hearing this strange energy of like somebody doesn't want someone to know that they cry, or that they do cry but they've been told not to cry. Like, don't you cry, so I'll give you something to cry about. Ooh, that's a violent person. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Or don't cry for me, it's okay, you don't need to cry for me. Cry for help. Help, I need somebody, help. Not just anybody, help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. Of course they won't, because this person could be standing in their own way. I never really needed anybody's help in any way. I can do it myself. Get out of the way, I can do it myself. Ooh, it depends if the milk is really turning sour. I don't know yet. But I am hearing that never needed anybody's help anyway, really. Right? So, ooh, they're kind of going through it. I mean, like I said, on a light, moderate scale, this person's probably, like I said, eating the old rocky road and stuff like that, and it's not really a lighter scale, it's a heavier scale. It could have something to do with around a Libra. It could have something to do with around a Pisces maybe as well, okay, in your soul groups. But yeah, when it pertains to your partner, if your partner has like a Sagittarius, Taurus or Sagittarius, these people will probably start shouting and screaming at one another. Like I said, your hell loop is what I look for, is how this person probably cross-watches it or watches it themselves and knows that that's them, or Em or Emily or Emma or Melissa or Maria or Matilda, but are they prepared to do something about that themselves? Because their hell loop will persist to go outwardly towards parents and things as well. So the depths of what I look into and why I give you a little bit of time on here is because you may have had another reading, which is, I need a little time to work it out. Funny how the milk turns sour, isn't it, Leo? So y'all got big energies of Leo somewhere here, because I said that exact same phrase in one of the readings, and I don't know which one it was now. But yeah, it's funny how things start to go sour in the fridge. Was his name Sal? Sally or Aunt Sally or Sal, but like Alexis or Alexa Sal. But yeah, it's funny how the milk starts to turn sour, but I'm picking up that somebody's really not looking after themselves very well. Like the fridge or something to do with the fridge, and the milk is going sour, and someone's like, I don't know. I either keep hearing like somebody that knows somebody that's called Sal, okay, or Sally Ann, the name Ann. Ann. I'm not going to send you this anymore, Chris or Claire, because I don't think you're going to want this. What am I doing? Aries. So they won't know here. Here's my friend that lost their mum here. So they won't know. They won't be watching this because they're not really spiritual. But if they did, they wouldn't understand the placement of. So here, this is them. There's something that they've got going on here. So yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of like looking. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can look at these as much as you want, because me, I know what I'm relating to here. Something with a relation or a friend that could be in need, but isn't actually, like I said, they're kind of like, they're not seeking support from friends. They're trying to go through something at the moment here, or they are going through something. A friend in need's a friend indeed. A friend with weed is better. This person's smoking, possibly. Let's see. But I heard Anne. Yeah, Anne or Carol or Caroline or Carol. I've actually got an auntie Carol. But like Carol or Anne or Caroline. Okay. Walk towards the light, Caroline. Right. Yeah. This person really is. This came up in reverse. It's an ultimatum. This person's, I don't know, you see, during an ultimatum, during a period of like, during Thusla, when we're at war, this person can do nothing but think about their own direction, but they can't. This person's finding it very difficult to navigate themselves back into life again, which means that they've either one, just got out of prison, or something is bad that has just really happened in their life and they're trying to cope with the loss of a person or a love interest or a job or anything. But this person might start to try to think, okay, well, what's my next energy? Because I don't think this person's finished yet. I don't. I think what they are doing individually here is contemplating on how to communicate with this side. Because the communication at the moment is whack by a person here. It's a bit like Timmy Mallet. My name Tim. Tim, you alright, Tim? So you could be dealing with a Gemini somewhere. Okay. But, you know, they're finding it difficult to navigate themselves on how to communicate with this person to get back in with their energy. So, huge signs of what is in this person's chart is like a Sagittarius energy of Taurus, but a numerology number of 5, could be a life path 5, big energy here of a life path 5. Okay, energies of that would appear up in their chart of maybe Sagittarius, Taurus. It could be a Libra, but this being in reverse, it's kind of telling me more around they're trying to make wiser choices, but they still want this energy. They still want this energy because they're trying to cope without it. As I'm saying, even if this is a person that's been lost and they have, you know, gone up into the ethers there, then this person's missing the person that isn't there. That's why they're missing in action. So Jackie Jackson, but they're missing the person that isn't here in their hell loop. So individually in their hell loop of what they go through here is contemplating on their next way of back into this energy, because every door always leads back to the same, right? And that's why they have 2 5s in their energy. They're kind of like going over this of like, well, if every time I try and I fail, then I need to try again harder to like get back in, but every time I do, I can't seem to reconnect because, well, it's not time. That's why. It's not time. Time is only going to feel that way when astrology starts to move in a more positive light for both of you. For both of you, okay? That's when time will then relax the energy down and then you can make a clearer decision. But the moment this person can't think clearly, apart from anything, apart from either one, how much they hate the person, or how much they actually love the person, but they can't understand the person for not forgiving them. Because this is a forgive me not. It's afraid not, this energy here. It might be a Pisces. But like, can you forgive me? Can we work this out? Can we like get back together? And if this person isn't communicating that to you, this person is going through that individually in their mind and in their thoughts and in their feelings of how to cope with life without the person physically ever being in it. But for some of you, this person's contemplating on how to get things back on track. Okay. So let's have a look at the other side. So show me Aries' thoughts and feelings about this. Show me Aries' thoughts and feelings about this. Show me Aries' thoughts and feelings about this side. Okay, so this will go off into friends and things like that also. But you see, the magician is doing its best in order to just really keep his temper, to be honest. It's kind of like, do you know what? I'm not your mother's keeper and I'm not your keeper. I can't keep you. This person here is, I'm picking up this energy of this story of this person saying, like, am I keeping you from work? Am I keeping you from concentrating? Am I keeping you? You know, something to do with a keeper. Lines keeper, or goalkeeper, or trying to score goals. Moles, Molly, dog. That's my dog called Molly. Unless they're taking drugs, but it might mean a cat. So I mean, like I said, it could be Leo, energy Leo. But again, 2 5s that are in the Leo reading. So this person is trying to think how to get back in with the Magician. And here, Aries, you should be kind of more like contemplating on, well, if you're in a relationship, on how to sort this person out, basically. How do I sort all this out? Because you basically put it all onto me. You always put the ideas onto me that I have to take charge. I have to take charge of the energy, because this is a new hell loop. Right? New hell, or Noel, or Noel, but no hell. Noel, Noel. But yeah. It's kind of like this energy of like, look, I'm trying my best in order to really not have to do all of this for you. You're going to have to start doing this yourself. You know, I might be a magician, but this person wants to put everything on the table, basically, and say, look, you know, let's just have it straight. You know, that's what this person wants. This person at the moment is kind of thinking, you know, at some point we're going to have to like sit down and talk about it. But I think that's still coming from this energy here. We're going to have to sit down and talk about it. Because this person's in manifesting mode. This person here, this person's just about to receive a load of things in their life. Could be Steve, Stephen or Steve. But they're trying their best in order to, because they're probably receiving something here. They might be receiving some news. Good or bad, I can't tell you at the moment. But they're in the energy of like where astrology has moved out of their way. Because this energy is no longer connected with this energy. There's a new beginning on the horizon that this person possibly feels that give it time. Because the magician don't normally say yes or no. They don't really make a decision, the magician. They normally say things like, look, let's just give it time. If they don't, they do mean that. They do mean just give it time, right? Just give it time. Because they probably understand that it doesn't feel right, okay? That it doesn't feel the right time yet to reconnect as a group, to reconnect as a relationship, or even a situationship, right? But they don't feel as if it's time yet, okay? They'll probably give it one more go, but that might be what this person keeps saying to this person here. Can we give it one more go? Can we just give it one more try? Can we just try again? Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. But can we just try again, Jen? Cancerian, Aquarian, Sagittarian, maybe. But that is here. Yeah, but can we just try again? But because this energy seems to be going through this, once it fails, it don't succeed, try again. So they are trying. God loves a trier, but they're testing. Do you know what I'm saying? They're being tested, and God loves a trier, but God tries you and tests you. That this person's kind of like going through that energy of like, you know what, I feel like I want to try, and I want to try, and I am trying, but I'm also being tested, which means that I'm testing your patience, or I feel as if I'm going to be testing your patience. And if I'm not testing your patience, then I'm really testing my own patience. So is this person work for the hospital or something like that, or you go in the hospital for a lot of tests or something, or somebody, which would be me. I had blood test here, 2 big bottles of blood, and now they're testing for my my cholesterol, to send it to a biological clinic, to be able to test what kind of statin it is that I need to be on, that can hopefully unclog any arteries if there are, that then living a healthier lifestyle at that point may really help. So that's going to take 3 months, 3 months before they get back to me to let me know what the results were. It has to go over to Cambridge, darling. The posh place. It has to go over to Cambridge Biological something pharmaceutical hospital clinic thing. And then I've got to go over to do my sleep apnea, which is the one that I really want to get sorted out. But that's coming on the 16th, I think it is. But yeah, I'm being prodded and pricked like a goddamn voodoo doll. Voodoo doll. It's Lucifer Morningstar, everybody. Voodoo is here. Everybody want to go mad? Do you still believe in it? No. We don't believe in that, do we, Sooty? No, we don't. This is a goddamn television program or something like Ipsy Dipsy and Poe. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to the hospital, aren't we? Yes, we're going to see Johnny, aren't we? Look at Johnny. What's Johnny had? What's Johnny had? Well, he's got a Johnny on him. He's lost his Johnny. Oh, no. Somebody here. Did anybody used to like Hale and Pace? I don't know if you got it in America or places like that, but Hale and Pace. Hello, Billy. Hello, Johnny. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to the hospital, aren't we? Yes. Who are we going to see? Johnny. Yes, Johnny. What's Johnny had done? Can anybody guess? Well, I used to love that television show. Well, yeah, I keep hearing John or Jillian or Justin is like, what's John had? Well, what's John got? I don't know. Is somebody going to like a... Man, I mean, has somebody caught something here? I don't know. Like, well, I've got to go to the hospital. I don't know. I mean, Taurus Sagittarius is... Y'all are different, man. Taurus Sagittarius is. I know a hell of a lot of Tauruses and Sagittariuses that are completely against the COVID stuff, right? I do. But then my sister is a Sagittarius. She works for the NHS and she actually really agrees with it. Her husband is a Taurus. He really agrees with it because they both had it. But then I know other people that are a Sagittarius but Taurus, and they're completely against it. Like they're completely and utterly against it, right? So here, yeah, I'll get different contrasts of people here. But I don't know. Someone, it's as if they stand in their own way. Do you know what I mean? Like, they stand in their own way of progression of growth. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry there's only 4 cards, but I have to keep it short and sweet, just like Sooty and Sweep. If you want to join, you can. That's where you get a plethora of readings. Okay, they have to be short. I give you as much as I can for the some people that moan, because there's billions of others that you'll probably get stuff for free anyway, right? I'm not being funny, but I do have to like concentrate more on the energy of other things as well, guys. So that's me as a reader. If you would like the rest of it and plethora of other stuff, it is on the full access bundle on Patreon, and everything just gets crammed in there like it does when you're at, I don't know, the hospital, or like where you're at like a all you can eat, like a McDonald's and stuff, and you all like sit there like all crammed up. It's a bit like that. It's all crammed in there with like loads of different readings that you can watch. Okay, and then more to come. So if you want to join Patreon, it will only be on the full access bundle, but you can find the link below. I know if anybody is moaning, I know a lot of people, when they do tarot card readings that you watch, they may draw out loads of cards, okay? But basically, I don't really need that many cards in order to show me a lot of the story that's already there. That's why I keep them slightly short, because I don't need too many cards to figure out a person. Half the time, I don't need any to figure out a person, okay? Or the energy of what I feel. But if you want to join, you can. It's the full access bundle. You can find the link provided below. This is going to be from the 14th until the 21st, Aries. And it's what it's going to show me is what this person continues to think and feel about themselves that will set them off into a hell loop of how that compares to how this person could well now be receiving things and how they're going to be receiving the messages from this side. Okay? So that is going to be provided, like I said, in the link below. Thanks very much, Aries, and I'll hopefully catch you over there.